Кто новый? Где тот? А вот он. Ребят, я там еще один нашел. Там такая жесть. Потому, а? Тут еще, ох ты ж, ё-моё, работает. Ой, много. Вот что делать. Очень много. Я просто не успеваю делать. Ты хоть ты? Да, мне вот это. Там 6. Нет, надо. Я хочу, теперь хочу. О. Мне еще перекрасить надо. Не знаю, что посмотрелся еще. А, это типа полу. А это... А, ты кирпичик только маленький. Вот это мне нравится. О, денег мало. Да, его полностью. Че? О, похоже, это денег там 90 тысяч. Это мало. Хороший не 100 тысяч, это мало. Да какой-то бред. 100 тысяч не хватит. Бред. Здесь будет мало. На дому 100 тысяч, это мало. Короче, пошел на. Это жопа. А ну. Ой, да это не то, задолбал.
Traffic police have tracked the driver to a nearby garage, and Richie Gatlin is en route to assist.
А у меня он уже был. Я была.
Rich reckons his favourite shift is his day off.
Я он уже был. Да, ты у него был. Это у меня уже был. Да, был, я уделал уже.
The man says he was driven here by a friend, and he's now waiting for his brother to pick him up.
What do you mean that?
I'll make it simple. How did the car get here?
Well, my friend, this car, he bought like insurance with the old simple car. Drive this car.
Rich
Теперь
is
я...
You put the car here.
Do you see me? Do you stop me?
You put the car here.
Do you stop me?
The car's not stopped. You put
I
the
didn't talk about this car.
Right?
Я упал.
Where's the insurance?
I don't drive the car.
He admits he's not insured.
150. Это мне не было.
So I'm not interested in here. So that's not insurance.
Ну, это здоровый. 4 квадрата. Ну, не маленький, это здоровый, блин.
We've been looking for you.
Тут не было уже. А этого не было. Нет, этого не было. 10 тысяч. А, ну пусть ищет надо. О, куча мусора, блин, напомню.
It's telling you what? No. So no, I'm not. You're not listening to me. You're arguing with me. That's it. And
Time for a new line of questioning.
how old are you? How old are you? 92. You're not 92. How old are you? You were born. No. What question did I ask you? I didn't ask you when were you born. I said, how old are you?
А уldаю, сколько?
You're obviously getting emotional.
Сколько лет?
Well,
How old are
It
you?
says on here, what age? I don't want to start working maths like that. That's all.
The driver is given a rope
Все знаю такое.
that comes up clear.
Everyone's absolutely clear on that.
I never drink them.
Ну, такой.
Like I do like small fights with no drink.
No, that's fine.
You're not gonna like this.
That's still up for debate.
How did the car get here?
One night, insurance.
О, ё-моё, тут навалено мусора.
Brenda.
Блин.
So, a mystery driver dropped him at an all-night garage, then abandoned him in the driver's seat of a car he's not insured to drive.
Не, в смысле?
There's only one way to solve this. Rich heads inside to review the CCTV.
The one that lights can let him know. Oh, yeah. So, Kerry's done his bike from there.
Because unlike the suspects,
Нельзя туда.
That's the last coming in, isn't it?
the camera is
Ну, это невозможно.
Classic
О,
nail,
в
that's it.
смысле тут? Это развалюхи. Что за бред?
the good news.
Your car is from here, has driven in, parked up here. Nobody got out. Listen, okay? Carry on listening before you start talking, okay?
Халамут этот.
But then here,
Ничего нельзя.
your car got out. Nobody else got out. It was
Хлам.
you into the road, right, listen, you've driven your car on the public road, simple as that. You see, you can't leave. That was so, that doesn't stop. We can walk you on, we tell you on camera, we're talking on camera. That's just not listening to all right? We'll get the phone call later. I'll leave you in the report. He's not happy. But that's okay. He's still saying he's not going to lie, but he's clear as day what he's done. People try and lie all the time with us, and unfortunately, it's nice when we can catch them off. And listen to him like this going on and on and on. He's just a fool about himself, you know.
And it's just one.
My problem is, what they told our driving car, because the camera CCTV in Europe, exactly how driving this phone to here, to park car, till my brother left their car at all. And the police can take it. I have to drive the car, even he doesn't know, he never behind me. Yes, sir. The officer never been in blue light for me. He was behind me. And he said, stop my head because I've been inside the car. That's all. He stopped me for no reason.
He can talk for England, but it won't stop his car getting seats.
So he never met her. He doesn't come here. That is it.
Listen one last time. That's fine. But will you listen one last time? It's alright, it's recorded.
No, because I only have writing the code.
Will you listen one more time though?
Yeah.
About what we say?
Yeah. So.
If we viewed it on CCTV, you driving the vehicle, which is what's happened, we don't have to be behind guys, you know, listening, so.
Let's hope that's a taxi company, not the phone.
Just got a nice little phone, doesn't it? I said, we're not driving down. We are not a taxi company. It's down to you.
The man with the disappearing chauffeur was given a traffic events report for driving without insurance. He received 6 points and a £300 fine. Because the truth is sometimes coming up.
Radio signals impacted by undulation in the land and the ground.
A high-tech tracker leads Spike and Pete on merry dance.
That would take me down. Not really.
Yeah.
But another way, they're lost.
With a simple search on Get Your Guide, you can discover the world. Doing things like this. Read on this. Wherever you're going this summer, discover tours, tickets, and attractions. Get your guide to unforgettable travel experiences.
Breakfast is best together.
Shift странно.
Whatever they're having, they all are great tasting and smooth 3 minutes of intent. Delicious on porridge. It goes great on toast.
So good on fruit. I like her on it. And I tell her all together.
There's a new item.
Чего? Что такое почти все? А, тут просто почистить тебе. Кофейня какая-то.
Exclusively single customers or sleep handles. The interceptors are new. They're trying to catch our beats.
О,
It's a major challenge.
вот это будет.
Okay, thank you.
For safety reasons, interceptors don't pursue thieves on motorbikes or quad bikes, particularly when the rider arresting a thief
Oh.
on a motorcycle takes
Уй, а, квартира.
If it's a choice between a
Чего? А, говорю, есть. Пёрос такой. А я теперь как? И никуда не...
Don't give up recovering value.
Я тебе ничего не сделаю.
We had a word from somebody called Tracker that a farm truck's been stolen overnight.
Кладу тут дверь.
To be
Да.
one of their tracking devices.
It's early afternoon on the Gosling Road. Spike's on a mission to recover a stolen quad bike.
The car that we're in now is also fitted with a tracker reader. It's just activated now with a tracker reader. So we're now just following exact compass on the map that's fitted with a car to the right. Take us from the right this way. The signal might be going down. So there is sometimes to get it to work effective, you've got to stop for a second. So you just stop and you just stop and you just slow down. Sure. Yeah. Sharp right. You can indicate. There is a right turn up here.
Navigator for this high-tech safari, Pete. Pete's favourite car chase is Jason Bourne's terrible Paris, pursued by the entire gendarmerie.
Yeah.
But who needs Bourne when you've got Operation Tracker?
The equipment will go back down
With Pete fishing out the directions,
So just won't be about on the yard side. On the road.
it's very much the blind.
Some people back road. Just drive down the other way. Yeah. Back the other way.
Suddenly, they spot something.
There it is there.
Vincent,
Still well to get that.
while the mobility scooter burns rubber behind them, it spikes the traffic.
Now it's taking it down. The way the signal will be bouncing off the hills will not, possibly not good.
Another sighting. Another false alarm.
It's certainly not up here. What we're following now doesn't work on GPS. This works on radio signals, and radio signals can be affected by undulation in the land. So we're just doing a little bit of, let's say, working out with this.
Undulations are playing havoc with Operation Tracker.
Down again now, Spike. You just drop down. It might be because we're down in a dip and we've now got these houses everywhere. Maybe.
After an epic wild goose chase,
Down here, there's a hill on the right beside the golf club.
finally they pinpoint the signal.
Right, that's the highest speed, that's Spike. Highest speed, definitely as high as speed. Roger that, man. Down it. Yeah. And then for you, so we're out the car on foot looking at something recently been in here.
Tech can only take them so far. Now it's down to Spike's Apache breed tracking skills.
Yes. Something been down here today.
With the crazy horse of County Durham on the case,
I would say that it's a van.
it's just a matter of time.
What that is, mate.
Jerome.
That'll be it. Look at the colour. 22.9, we've found one that's at 4 on building. This may just be dumped here. You can see it's actually got a track. So no, if there's a track fitness, we'll find it rather quickly. And what the thief doesn't want is me and Pete coming outside of his house and going into his garage.
These quads can cost more than 10 grand, though they're unlikely to catch the thief.
See what we'll find if I right now.
At least at home. Well, not before the interceptors get a little go.
Well, get it back, eh? Get it back, right?
2 weeks later, the quad was reunited with its rightful home.
Right. Yeah, tylko dość.
Some of us explain nothing. Streaming on time, sponsored by Simmer Heat Tech Duvets.
Love that just washed freshness. A light scent that's like a soft whisk, but I need it to last through my day. That's why I love Silk Tree Blossom and Jasmine. It's the scent with berries, dream tea, pods, softener, and matching scent boosters. It's so soft on my sensitive skin and gives whispers of freshness. Wait till the last hug of the day. Try the berry dream tea for mild freshness that lasts. Always keep out of reach of gentle.
Release the Godfather is back to turn canine chaos.
Feel like we work cuts out here, not just with the dogs. You want to learn this in a digital practice manual to record this in America? Put it there.
Dogs behave very badly. Stream now on fire.
Collettive Popos.
Police interceptors. Ride of the police. In pursuit in the air. With their crack firearms team and formidable dog unit. In the trenches, the war on crime. Strap in. You're riding with the interceptors.
You will be feeling yourselves.
Coming up, the getaway car's escape doesn't go to plan. Tilly and everyone want to get together.
Get off that car, dog in the back of there. Get out now. Right?
And the disturbance has a shocking conclusion. burglaries in Durham and Cleveland have been on the increase. And there's one particular type of break-in that's seen a marked rise. The 2-in-1.
We do.
It's one burglary. And the second crime that's coming in is not legal. Therefore, he's got 2 crimes. Ultimately, they're into one because the burglary home in order to get to commit the other crime. What's happened more than ever? Criminals, they'll take the easy option. They'll just come along, they'll try your door. If your door is unlocked, they will be in within seconds. And the first thing they'll go for is a set of keys first.
It's 11 p.m. in Middlesbrough. Not everyone is taught to bed.
The second exit continuing straight on Barton Road.
Officers in the Grove Hill area are in pursuit of a stolen black BMW and a white Audi being driven in convoy.
Left going left off Castleway towards Castleway.
The getaway drivers are suspected of being part of a professional burglary gang responsible for a string of 2-in-1s in the Middlesbrough area, but they don't seem that keen to face justice. And dog handler Mo Rashad is catching up with the pursuit. The suspects decide to ditch and run.
Sorry, the dog's quite anywhere else.
Mo has been a cop for 10 years. He's following in his father's footsteps. And just like his old man, he loves catching the bad guys.
These intruders have got into somebody's house and taken his keys. And that would be massively important we get these traps.
Back with the pursuit, the stolen cars are booting it through residential streets, doing their best to shake off the cops. 40 turns to 70. This pursuit is becoming dangerous. A crash at this speed could be fatal. Although the streets are quiet, the suspect's driving is becoming aggressive to pedestrians. It seems they'll do anything to escape. The interceptors are trying to keep the chase confined to the Grove Hill area and away from the town centre. But 5 minutes into the chase, the fleeing felons up the ante by parting lanes. For the units following the white Audi, the lead car remains with the black Beamer. The pursuit is now only a mile away from the town centre. If it heads in that direction, the police will be forced to call it off. But the suspect takes a left away from town. And after 7 minutes of thrashing the Beamer, the car's given up the ghost. The suspect halted, but the interceptors got his engine that gave up. Mo is closing in. Before he can join the pursuit, the fleeing car flies through a junction. The getaway driver crashes into the back of a passing motorist, and the interceptors make a tactical hit. But the suspect's not hanging around to swap details. The officer is hot on his heels, and the suspect soon encounters. The The driver of the blue Honda was shaken and suffered minor injuries. With one burglary bandit behind bars, the interceptors now turn their attention to the suspected accomplice. About the white Audi, and Mark has some intel.
Information to say the gentleman early from the 2-1 burglary is in this address here, so we're going to have that information as soon as we can. Everyone's here, relax and get it out.
Will this lead to a arrest?
Getting rid of your toxic friend can be hard. The new Nicotinell spray starts to relieve cravings in just 30 seconds with 2 sprays. For smokers and the makers. Try Nicotinell to double your chances of quitting smoking.
Курение.
Don't stress. I got it. Turn off here. I'll find a place. And now they will page 2. Search fast with anyway. Vodafone's fast, reliable network.
The Plumber, featuring a very happy Hugo, streaming on 5, sponsored by Simba Adjustable Pencils.
The interceptors have been involved in a high-speed pursuit of 2 stolen cars being driven in convoy near to Middlesbrough town centre. And the BMW's escape plan soon comes crashing down. With the driver detained, the interceptors are now on the hunt for the suspected Audi driver. And Mark is in it.
So we've got information to say the gentleman early from the 2-1 burglary is in this address here, so we're going to act on that information as soon as we can. Everyone's here, relax and get it out.
With the team in position, they're going in.
Police.
There's a man behind the sofa. But is he playing hide and seek or hiding from the law? The interceptors have the suspect. Doing some small about the house full of coppers as the man reaching for his smokes.
Like I never smoke, I do worse. I never smoke, I'm getting locked up. I never smoke.
While smoking is about habit, it's the man's specific habit of stealing the public's cars that means he's not
So probably behind I'm in the address, I lived in 3 fences, and went together as a shift team.
The driver of the BMW was convicted of no insurance, no license, theft of vehicles, dangerous driving and burglary. He was banned from driving 47 months and received a total of 3 years and 10 months in prison. The man arrested in the house was also sentenced to 6 years and 9 months for offences, including burglary and dangerous driving. No further action was taken in relation to driving the white Audi. Each time the interceptors head out to jobs where weapons are involved, they know the lives of the public and also their own will be.
There's more and more cases where you are across weapons being concealed on people or in cars. You've got to be on your guard as best you can. It doesn't put me off. It just makes you want to catch people more. But ultimately, we're here to living. Yes, we're not to be stopped. We all go home from families at the end of the day. We're injured.
It's the late shift in County Durham. Blackpool Jacko Jackson is on patrol in his BMW X5 when a call comes in about a disturbance in Bishop Auckland.
Just had a job come in the 999 mall, the male at the house, who was threatening to start solving.
Jacko's a highly trained firearms officer and received commendations for bravery. He'll certainly need lots of that tonight.
I've got house I've never been in before, I'm dealing with somebody I've never met before.
This is a dumper.
I've got to be quite...
This is a dumper. This is a dumper.
Go straight in. Because somebody could be behind the door and you walk in, you got a knife in the back.
This is a dumper.
With the incident ongoing, Jacko needs to get to the scene as soon as he can.
Whoever gets there first, they single through the good one. So, before the whole army and being on the non-response car, I've got
This is a dumper. This is a dumper.
colleagues on the road, so don't get there single through, they might well be enough. I don't know if he's in possession of a knife of any description, exterminated rest. Just put it on scene now.
Jacko is first on the scene. And with the occupant of the house potentially in serious danger, there's no time to wait for backup. Jacko has no idea of what he's walking into, but he needs to take action.
Come on, Steve.
Though Jacko's taser's drawn, plan A is to talk the man down.
Ну ты как-то тут пошла разговаривать.
With the suspect aggressive and not responding to instructions, Jacko has little choice to taser him. Tasers are a less lethal option, delivering 50,000 volts, but the man will soon be gone.
Right, this moment in time, you don't want suspicion of threat, sticking or possessing an offensive weapon. Okay, mate? You alright?
Ah, è dopo che tu
He
scrivi.
has been tasered. If I could have a cage for you. You alright?
Yeah.
Have you got a knife on you?
No, I that's it. Yeah, it says.
Right, well, we'll get you checked out if you need to be checked out, alright? I'll tell you what, you've got some barbs in you. You just have to put fishing hooks. Alright, I'll leave them in, or pull them out. I can't put the kid out. Do you want us to pull them out? Alright.
If you thought the taser was painful going in, it's also not great coming out.
Two. Alright, they're out. Hey, have you got a knife on you?
No, that's what it is. Right.
Are you alright? Yeah. I just need to make sure you haven't got a weapon. Alright?
Backup arrives on the scene. So Jacko talks to the man's family to try to get to the bottom of what's gone on.
I'm giving you a ride.
The incident is blamed on a combination of anger issues fueled by drink. It's been a shocking resolution to a tense episode, but with the situation potentially escalating, the taser was the right tool for the job.
You can't stand by, you can't wait for your mates to turn up at that point because somebody needs your help. You've got to get in there and deal with it. But that's what I told me taser. It's just a good kit. It's instantly incapacitated. He's fallen to the ground. He's fallen construction blighter then. He's no longer a threat to her, or him getting hurt, like, get the spray and affect everybody in the house, throw on the taser, and it's had a design effect instantly. Don't know what the interactions that
Что
family
тут
had.
идет? Супер.
They were very
Что мне
impressed,
хватает?
quite faithful of this lad, and the fact that it's and fire a taser at the sun to buy them any sort of respite to keep them safe. That's quite a sad state of affairs. But in the short term, it means they're going to be fine overnight. He'll be fine. If they need any medical treatment, they'll get out of the police station. Also easy to hide a knife on your person, so for me, don't take any chances, because if he comes at me with a knife and stabs me, I'm done. He's scared that he's got me locked up, and off.
No further action was taken with regards to the threats to kill, once cautioned for public order.
Is it your car? Alright, we just got to hit the bell for a job for the night.
Each time the interceptors head out,
Hello mate, how you doing?
they never know what they're going to get, or who's going to get involved. Things can escalate.
I tried to intimidate him, tried to light us up.
In a matter of seconds. It's lunchtime in sunny Hartlepool. Single crew Jimmy Greaves has clocked a dodgy looking red vehicle.
Looks like it's got a brake light on. Absolutely.
Jimmy serves as the British Army. Conflict today is about to take place on the suburban streets of this county. Jimmy's putting his foot down to catch up with the VW, which has turned into a sidewalk. The VW has been abandoned on the pavement on this jet.
Come in. Sure. Give me your hands now. What?
The driver was trying to flee,
Come to the front of my car.
and he's got an audience.
So if you do
The man's relations turns up.
just calm down. Let's go over it.
That move. It's a tricky situation. But Jimmy's convinced the man has something.
Right, I've just seen you get all that car moving on this corner. Right? So what are you driving that car for? Are you allowed to drive that car? Let's do some checks. Let's do some checks. Let's see what else. You don't calm down, girl. You're going to get locked up.
The woman begins to head off.
Right.
After facing a mouthful of profanities, finally Jimmy gets some quality time with his suspect. The man denies driving the VW,
Give us your phone now again.
and with a crowd gathering, the lady takes advantage of Jimmy being on his own and enters the VW. Jimmy's missing none of it and heads down to investigate.
What are you doing inside that vehicle? I'm seizing this vehicle.
Jimmy returns to the suspected driver and radios back. But the woman isn't finished yet.
Okay, now from just now.
Which me?
You're still going to get stress test it first.
It's not fucking hard.
Yeah, just to give it consistency in the first instance. But that's quite right.
This is a distraction Jimmy put in out.
Why are you still there till the finish? Not from the picture?
No.
This is one of the checks. Another unit comes here. It's all.
Don't you think like that? It's something we just put it in uniform.
And because he's ex-army, with a taser in his belt and a double bullet.
Instead of bringing them up here so they're getting exposed to this.
And the range is to get the car seized. As the cavalry arrives, they need to secure the keys to the Big W, but they're nowhere to be found.
She calmed down now, but she was I need to make sure the key is secured from that car and she's looking out.
The lady denies taking the keys, and Jimmy's patience is wearing thin.
Look, if you don't get the keys, I'll look up the police. Right? I'll look up the police. Don't get locked up with the police. Take the keys off my car. You should have in the car. You sit back this man. You sit back this man.
She's in the back to cool off.
She's on an empty vehicle with stuff, the keys, and now she won't tell me where they are. So I'll either drag that up there, which is potentially going to damage the road, damage other cars, getting dragged off here, or it can be driven on the back. So either way, it's good.
Seconds out, round two.
Right, shall we start again? Shall we start again? Where's the keys? Well, where do we put them? We're going to get locked up then. See, left them in the big machine. You do the person in that car.
This is one broken record that no one wants to hear again.
Right, you get locked up.
Jimmy's uninsured driver was guilty of driving without a license and insurance. The lady who turned the routine stop into a total nightmare was given a caution for obstructing police. Still to come, Steve ending his out on the early morning road.
And I've got a group standing for number 3.
The suspect isn't convinced about the results of his drug wipe.
That's coming up with, albeit a minor one, some reading and SRAs. That's not positive, right?
And Halloween in Middlesbrough becomes less bright nights, more bright nights.
Take a look at your room security. No burglars here, just a fox. Looking for last night's lasagna. Review the third sheet, see the fox. This is a good case.
I got this. Found them. Turn off him. I'll find a place. And now we're on pastry. That's almost 12 hours, isn't it?
Streaming on 5, sponsored by Simba Hybrid Mattresses.
Interceptors are no strangers to speed. When criminals try to leg it from the law, it was on the gas, whether it's behind the wheel
So get the vehicles just ahead.
or on foot.
Got one to team, got the driver.
It's Saturday morning, and Interceptor Steve Adey is out looking for a wanted suspect.
It's currently 8 o'clock in the morning, nice early start. See if we can get this lad in. If he's in, if not, we'll go look for him.
Despite the hour, Steve's up for an early jog if need be.
He can run, you know, people do run away from us. Don't always get them the first time, but the majority of the time, we get them.
Steve's hobbies include fishing. He knows a thing or two about reeling in slippery customers.
You want to be as quick as you can over the first 100 metres. You really can be a warm nutrition. We went over the kids. You know, most of them not. We're actually older than the people that we chase. So there's distinct advantages. They're wearing the best nights, tracksuits on. We're probably wearing about 2 stone for the kids.
Steve's journey to the suspect's house is cut short. The scruffy-looking Cleo catches his eye.
So it's terrifying.
He's expecting the Cleo to be right behind him.
I should have turned by now.
The Cleo has been indicated to go down the same road as Steve, but it hasn't followed. Even though he's in an unmarked motor, Steve might have been caught.
The Cleo just somehow managed to give us the slip, despite the best efforts. Because obviously, for me, that immediately says he's done something wrong. I'm assuming he lives in the area. If he's gone anywhere, he's going to attempt to get back to wherever he lives. So, but I always think the best thing is just hang around the last place like you saw.
Steve continues to cruise around the main roads, and 5 minutes later, his instincts prove spot on. The motor has reappeared.
There is Emma.
By the time Steve's done at Huey, the Clio is long gone, but it's soon back in its seats.
I guess he's away.
The driver's ditched his motor and is trying his luck on foot, and he's got a decent head start on Steve. Being late out of the blocks, Steve isn't sure which way the suspect has gone. But a passerby turns race marshal and points him in the right direction. The runner has disappeared through the trees and turned this sprint into the cross-country. Steve's going the distance. He spots this pace setter at the edge of the forest and starts closing the gap. The runner, clad in his finest sportswear, may have a weight advantage over Steve's cumbersome kit, but this interceptor's a thoroughbred. The suspect is out of puff and has given up. The runaway may have legged it off like a hare, but Steve has summoned his inner tortoise and eventually bagged his man. The runner's got his breath back and is using it to give Steve some further. While he's fessed up to not having a licence, Steve reckons there's another reason for his bad Mo Farah impression, and quickly whips out his drug one.
Because you've committed a moving vehicle offence and the fact that you haven't got a licence gives you power to subject you to a drug like cocaine. This kit, test for cannabis and cocaine, and 1, 2 drugs alone, okay? Brand new, sealed, alright. Stick some good. Stick a fun that way.
An unlicensed and potentially drugged-up driver is off the road, all because Steve had a funny feeling about the motor.
Part of this job is using the copper snappers and something that you finely tune over the years. You do get better at it. You know, certain scenarios don't look right to you. Certain ones make you turn the car around, make you do a couple of checks. And like today, it just leads to something.
And Steve's spidey sense has hit double time today with the drug.
Positive result for cannabis. So he sort of said he spoke to him last night. Normally that would indicate that it's still going to be in the system a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days after he smoked. So we'll give the nurse a shout. We'll get some blood from him, hopefully.
A blood test will give definitive proof, as the line on the drug wipe is pretty faint.
Right. That's coming up with, albeit a minor one, a positive reading for cannabis, alright? That's not positive. Well, it is, alright? Just to the left of that line, there was a faint indication for cannabis, alright? So, at this point in time, you're under arrest. You've seen this, why didn't you look at it again?
They're not trying to see.
Right, the solid pink line there, right? Look to the left of it, there's a faint pink line. Alright, we're looking at cannabis. Alright.
Although the suspect clearly disagrees with the drug swipe, there's no argument to be had with the blood test, which came back positive for cannabis. The man pleaded guilty to drug driving and driving with no licence or insurance. He was disqualified from driving for 12 months and ordered to pay £198 in fines and costs.
It's a result from nothing really, you know, at the end of the day, he evades police, he drives past you, so he's away from us. Obviously the stars in the light, you know, video
It's Halloween weekend, and the guys and ghouls of Middlesbrough are trick and treating themselves for the night of town. Halloween typically sees a spike in crime. PC Jimmy Greaves is expecting a busy shift.
I think whenever you drive through any town centre, maybe a Friday, Saturday night, you've got to expect the worst. You've got to lie back of your head and expect the unexpected, really. Pub kicking outside, pub kicking outside. You just roll into the fight after fight.
And something's kicking off nearby.
Last fight on the corner, so it looks like something's kicking off.
Jimmy blue lights into the incident. Other officers are on scene, and the man is laying himself down to the law. This reveller is suspected of committing an assault further down the road.
Bring your legs up. Bring your legs up. Bring your knees up to your chest. I'm going to set you up, okay? Right. Anything. All right, I will.
We feel that this male has just been arrested and has been involved in the fight. The cameras have been watching it and he's been locked up for assault. So he's on with the custody. It's just non-stop tonight. I remember the rolled up the gates. It's been very, what we would class as a chewy night. Lots of people scrapping, fighting. It's just been one after the other. Looking forward to what they do after this.
With one suspect detained, Jimmy heads over to the scene of another fight.
Yeah, it's been quite fast, right? The aftermath still here. There's a lot of cops turned up and also we just send people on the way to make sure that it's not boiled over again.
Although the temperature outside is low, tempers seem to be rising.
So I've got a bit of crazy outside Liverpool. As a result, we've got 1 5 million. Starting going off all over the place, with cops getting up and absolutely ragged.
There'll be some sore heads in the morning. It's been a busy night for Jimmy, but it seems his efforts haven't gone unnoticed by the injured man's friends.
You stand up. Imagine if it was on the last one, tried to sort it out. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to, like, because obviously when two people getting kicked in the face, you have to do something. But like I was thinking, well, like, I'm going to, like, imagine if I like,
No.
you did it for that like that.
Exactly. What do you think what happened?
He was terrible. He got completely knocked out and the kids really hate him. Obviously, when you start looking, it's like, like, kills him.
Well, that's the thing. When they're drunk, they don't think about that, do they?
No, you know, I think that why should they do it?
If the police weren't here on the scene at the time, I think what actually could have transpired from that. So he's going to be taken to hospital. The rest of them will go to custody for the night. I'm sure the cells are bouncing now. And just hopefully it's going to calm down.
Neither of the men arrested were charged with assault. However, the first lad received a fixed penalty fine of £90 for public order. The second man arrested in the T-shirt was also given a caution for public order. Coming up, the interceptors discover a new type of pizza top.
We believe it's skunk. Well, it's nothing inside the picture in this guard.
FIFA Club World Cup on 5. Best players inside the greatest club on earth. 32 clubs across the set competing in the world champions. This June and July, watch, stream, live on 5.
We all take the train, so we should all go. As a free Duchess of War with the Law. Stream the full series on 5. The control. Take charge in the bedroom. Streaming on 5, sponsored by Simba Customizable Sleep Bundles.
It's late night, and PC Liam Steele is on his way to stop towards an interceptor vehicle, which is suspected of failing to stop earlier in the day.
White Land Rover CCTV at Yarn Lane in Stockton. That paid off from PC Moffat. Mad lads in chapter 2 well that's so district unit big set will have a look at it and then where
This interloping car is part of the dog section, and Buckley and his faithful hound Louis are hoping for a slice of the action tonight.
I just want to get there as quick as I can, so if it does make off, we're in a position to respond.
Liam arrives at a pizza restaurant where the suspects have stopped to order a takeaway. And he gets the lowdown on the vehicle from fellow interceptor Justin Moffat via radio.
Now, Moff, we've got this Land Rover. We can't definitely confirm the red's coming, but a seizure for failed stop.
What's the driver's name?
Oh, he's saying it wasn't him. He said he's all insured. Why would he make off?
That's got me. The one's literally got to explain why he made up. No lights on.
But the suspects,
Being told about
the driver and passenger, deny any involvement.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
yeah. You failed to stop your car, then can't let it so I'll give you anyway. I'm popping over, we're going to start it.
Because the car is suspected of failing to stop, Liam is going to conduct a drug search.
Have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have made?
No,
No, nothing wrong.
As the search commences, the passenger turns up with a pizza, and although Liam loves his slice, he is busy finding his own pizza evidence.
No, I can't stand it. Yeah, it's just in the middle there, man.
And where there's drug paraphernalia,
Just on, cheers, man.
there's usually drugs.
Pockets at the back, man.
But where are they?
So we should check about the skip. It's been inside there. Sorry? It's been inside. No, I've been inside of these ones. The outside ones.
The man appears clean, so Liam has a nose in the cart.
You want that, mate? Yeah. Who's in the garage?
It just makes small dogs in everything in the car.
And it's been smoked up. It's smoked up.
And he sniffed out a familiar smell.
It is. I've been smoking dry. We haven't got it dry. We do it section 5 early. So, well, just search the car for drugs. Yeah.
Prior to searching the car with the dog, Liam removes temptation in the form of the gent's pizza takeaway.
Is this your? Why do you like to say that while we do it? It's a good dog food.
But the passenger seems to suddenly be on a diet and dumps the takeaway. This curious move reveals the suspicion of an eagle eye. Lo and behold, there's a tasty discovery in the pizza box. And it's not the slightest bit bad.
We believe that
this extra herb topping will cost the lads a lot.
I'll with this bit. Just going to be searching you, mate. We're going to be taking you to the police station for a full drug search, alright? We can't be anybody locked up on suspicion. Full drugs, alright? Right, mate. Shall I locked up for England, alright? Yeah. Well, your mate's going to be locked up as well. You won't go, but you want to be locked up, alright? So it's 20 past 2. Yeah. You're locked up on suspicion of possession of intent to supply and control drugs. Yeah, of course, mate. I know, mate. No, your mates get locked up as well, alright? So you both will be locked up. It's only suspicion, mate, yeah? We'll prove who the pizza and who the drugs belong to, eh?
Although the lads clearly like to share a pizza, it seems they can't agree on who the cannabis belongs to.
There's a pizza box there full of drugs. Here's the drugs. In his pizza, there's a pizza box there. That was in your car. You've got the grind in the box. You've got two lads. We've just got two lads left. Thank you for that.
As Pizzagate rages on, Liam has time to digest the evening's events.
Obviously, the lad's got his pizza there, his chips, his must have had bacon there, and his cannabis. So they've both been locked up on suspicion of possession of intent to supply. Good place to find it, really, wasn't it? Yeah. I think I lifted it out of the car at one point, didn't I?
The driver and the passenger are on the way to Stockton Nick for a full search. It's been a good night for Liam, although his dog Louis will have to wait until later for a sniff of the action.
So before Louis went in the vehicle, we moved the food out of it, which was the pizza box. And yeah, that was probably looked in it. Obviously a bit sharper than I was, and he's found all the cannabis. So a bit of a result, they both did the P-wits. And they failed to stop, so yeah, we started off that little job line off it, spotting the vehicle. Too suspiciously, it's resulted in two custody and one vehicle off the road.
A full search of the vehicle down the station revealed drug paraphernalia, but no further drugs. No further action was taken on the failure to stop. He confessing to the pizza stash, both were found guilty of possession of cannabis. The driver was paid £85 in costs and a victim surcharge of £20. The passenger received an £80 fine and a £30 victim surcharge and £85 CBS costs. The cannabis was destroyed following the pizza.
featuring a very serene Sally.
Step into your future with learning that can take you anywhere.
Thank you, Your Honour. The gate is very, very simple.
University. The future is open.
Welcome to rooms where real life unfolds, where awkward spaces become favourite places, and space to work works for you. Welcome to more space to be yourself, with your room designed your way, where there's always room for one more chapter. Welcome to proudly on display or even simply out of the way. Welcome to the feeling of home. Welcome to Sharp's fitted furniture for every room. Book your free home design visit today at sharps.co.uk.
Play the Cat's Protection Weekly Lottery and get cat happy. You'll be jumping for joy if you win our super draw of £25,000. The £1,000 weekly jackpot could have It's so easy to play. Just text HAPPY to 88808 to play through your mobile or go online. And here's the happiest bit. Every time you play, you'll help bring a little more joy to the lives of abandoned and unloved cats. Text HAPPY to 88808 or go online. Come on, play the Cat's Protection Weekly Lottery and get cat happy.
It's bad. Working
It's what I always wanted to do.
Life in the jails. Streaming on 5.
Police interceptors. The pride of the Northeast. Cleveland's crime fighting elite. In pursuit of in the air. Their crack firearms team and formidable dog unit. In the trenches, the war on crime. Strap in. You're riding with the interceptors.
Ellie Urgent, in pursuit of that Peugeot 307.
High-speed chase through the streets of Darlington.
Do we have export dogs?
Jumbo tackles a two-wheel tearaway. Mo and the team cover a paranormal mansion. Come on, Those pursuits are the interceptors' bread and butter, and when they come to an end, it's all about the person behind the wheel.
We tend to focus on the driver, that's the one we don't expensive. Many cops we had in the area where the chase, if we box them in, we'll box them in so that physically they can't open the door. That's why we tread it the way we do. It's all about getting cops in the area, getting the helicopter up, getting dogs on the ground. That's the dream.
It's the wee small hours of the morning, and Interceptor Damien Damo Stevens is lying in wait in a lay-by for a suspected car thief.
So it's 4:45 in the morning. We've got some criminals on the move. We know they're out and about in a silver Peugeot 307. They're using multiple sets of number plates. chopping and changing and stealing fuel from petrol stations, stealing cars.
Damo was born and raised in this part of the country, and he's policed the area for nearly a quarter of a century. So, unsurprisingly, he knows the roads like the back of his hand.
This guy that we're looking for tonight, he's got a Darley connection and he's got a Middlesbrough connection. He's been sighted about 13 minutes ago travelling along this road. He hasn't shown against from now.
Damo's in the right place at the right time, and he's straight out of the Peugeot in the marked N-spine.
Pursuit of that Peugeot 307. We've gone past the brick train to the near side.
The driver, who's got a passenger alongside him, is known for doing anything he can to avoid being stopped. He's pushing the Peugeot to 90 miles an hour.
I'm on the A66, the new link road round about a 90 risk is low, and he's doing the link road towards Dalston. I went 316 cab, S40 dogs.
Damo's hoping for assistance to stop the reckless driver, who's weaving across both lanes of the road, even though recklessly.
316, we're approaching the traffic light junction, Macmillan Road. I'm like the left, Macmillan Road, southbound, general direction, Yarn Road.
The runaway hasn't had any joy shifting Damo on the main road, so now he's heading into...
We are at 60, general direction, Yarn Road. Right.
It's now moved to the narrow residential streets, where the small Peugeot will have an advantage over Damo's two-ton N-spine. The driver's now on his home turf, he'll know all the nooks and crannies.
Over on the Broadway, 40 risk is still low. General direction off, back towards Yard Road.
Damo's using all of his skills to keep the nippy Peugeot in sight, all the while guiding other units to his location.
Stand by, taking it right onto the crossway. Temporary loss.
Choosing to go left, Damo soon has to clean motor back with his six.
Elliot with the fairway, I've got him again with the fairway. He's right towards the town of Glenwood Pitch.
The driver of the Peugeot is still putting pedals to the metal. Damo knows what the suspect's capable of, and he isn't going to take any risks.
It's considerable distance ahead now. He's at the lights, Abundance Lane, and he's left. On the general direction of Eastbourne Road.
The fleeing drivers return to the maze of residential streets, and Damo's now finally lost track of his prey. The Peugeot is nowhere to be seen.
The LA316, that's a full loss on Eastbourne Road. Just shows you the 307 flat out. He was doing some crazy things, like he's off straight for a cop. Shoot when they get in there.
The battle may be lost, but the war's not over yet. Other units in the police helicopter are now on the hunt for the runaway motor. The chopper quickly spots a Peugeot, and the bonnet is glowing white, meaning the engine is still warm.
Peugeot is stationary from outside the dress. I think they've got a unit pretty close in the area that can show me out to this place.
The traffic car's just round the corner.
The initial stage of the pursuit, it's one cop against the car full. The odds are probably in there a little bit to get away. This is their hometown. Now, the dogs have come in. He turns up again. So really, I've got down to a lot more tactics out, I suppose.
Just let you get stuff for Peugeot 307, but
By pure coincidence, it is a Peugeot just with one colour, but Damo's still hopeful.
Until it gets above us. Even passive infrared. In an estate, there might just be one hot vehicle that stands out below. So, we're going to get, at the very minimum, we're going to get the car back. We want people looked up there.
Moments later, and less than a mile away, the chopper spotted another heat source.
do we have anybody on the approach road to the traveller's site? Do you have a vehicle held the train to the target road? Okay, crash the vehicle. Must be somebody in the field. Yeah, got a group of 5 runners, Nation Road now, Nation Road.
This is the Nation Road. We get 5 runners. Helicopters watching.
5 people have run from a crashed car.
In the running track.
They split up in a bid to get away. Damo and his colleagues are closing in.
From insurance to wealth and retirement, they can help solve life's financial puzzles.
You can't agree.
Making it click, it takes a Viva.
Who's feeling decadent?
Hey, today, roughly boy. Yeah, that is alright.
Shredded wheat is one ingredient, whole grain wheat. Simple. Not simple. We do a high fibre breakfast. Simple. Hence, this stuff. No, not simple. We'll stick to the simple stuff. Shredded wheat. It simply does it.
There's a new icon in town. The Big Arch. The big McDonald's logo.
The Nature Lover, featuring a blissful video, streaming on 5, sponsored by Simba Earth Mattresses.
Interceptor Damo's shooter has been involved in a high-speed pursuit with a suspect.
We're inbound on the New Link Road. That's 80 miles an hour.
After a number of dangerous manoeuvres,
Come back to left.
the driver fled into a maze of residential streets.
Right. Off way. Temporary loss.
And evidence.
On 6.
Yeah, I've got a group of 5 runners, Nation Road now, Nation Road.
When we get off the Nation Road, we've got 5 runners. Helicopters watching.
The car Damo was pursuing only had 2 people in it, so where 5 runners have come from is anyone's guess. Now the group has split up.
Oh, shit! Turn right, there's one braking driver.
I'm just going to braking now, it's 316. Stop me in.
316, move forward, 100 metres, it's the coldest stuff, dead end. They are underneath the tree. They are on the left side as you're approaching now, they're walking towards you.
Damo and another unit have got 200 runners.
What are you doing? Who are you? Who's at the car? Yeah, you're H. Where have you come from? No, speak English, alright. Stand there. Okay? I think listen to me. I think you've been in the stolen car tonight. Okay, so I'm going to search you for a key and for other stolen property. Okay, do you understand that? I'm sure you do. Where are you from? Which country?
There's no keys or any evidence he was in the Peugeot, but given where he is at this time of night, Damon reckons he could be up to something.
Sounds like this.
Another unit has found a crashed car, and once again, it isn't the driver involved in the pursuit. Didn't have the driver and the other two runaways.
We've got our two. So is it the car that I chased?
Despite being spotted only a minute later and under a runaway, it seems that the crashed motor and the runners have nothing to do with the car Damon was pursuing. It's all a bit of a mystery.
Mine doesn't speak a word of English, he said. We had to pursue sort of an abandoned car and 5 people running from it. And we'd only been disconnected. It doesn't look that way. We've got units with the car now. Just depends if there's anything awry with the car. If the car's stolen, if there are any offences regarding the car. At present, they're detained while we carry some investigations and inquiries. I think we'll drive round to where the car is and see if we can put 2 and 2 together. Not the best place to crash it down there. As long as you crash it with paint. No one even leaving the road.
The driver is about to get a breath test. Maybe that will solve one of the mysteries.
Are there any offences? Just to drive with him.
3 beer. You had 3 beer. Yeah. You had more than 3 beers or 3 beer. I've got them in the clothes. I've come back for them. I think I need to start the park in the tree. Yeah. Shoot them off the floor. Come up to fail, okay?
The driver's blown over twice the legal limit, perhaps explaining why he reversed into a tree. He's been nipped, but he's made to release without charge.
We've got the driver. He's admitted being the driver. He's the owner, registered keeper, insured on the car. He's been arrested on suspicion of drink driving. The passengers, at this stage, haven't done anything wrong. So yesterday we detained. We had a power to detain them while we carried out these investigations, and now we will de-arrest them. Free to go. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
The driver later pleaded guilty to drink driving and was fined £315, including costs, and banned for 14 months. Damo may not have caught the car thief in December, but the unsuccessful pursuit has ended with a drink driver being taken off the road. Even for this very experienced interceptor, it's all a bit
Why was it trouble site from the morning? I don't know. Who knows why he's reversed? Never get to the top of. I think every cop has probably come across bizarre mysteries like this one. They crashed the car at the same time as we. For them. So, great spot by a helicopter.
The interceptors know not to take any of this value.
Take up the job, expect it to be whatever it is, whether it's something completely different or something happens in front of you, something develops. You can go into a house looking at someone and every time you cannabis grow.
All you can do is keep your eyes peeled and be ready for anything the job throws at you.
It's happened in the past. You might be driving around early on in the morning, nothing doing, and then within a minute or so, a car's caught your eye. Those things do happen spontaneously.
Одна этажка, похоже. Дом.
It's the early hours of
Какой-то
Tuesday morning,
бредовый.
and interceptor Mo Bashan is on his way to energy.
Units have come across quite a few vehicles, some of them with engines running, and machetes inside, weapons inside. And it's failed to made off, get on police arrival. But the door opened to the back step seat, failed to inside.
Dog handler Mo's been with Cleveland Police for the last 10 years. Later been working with his Belgian shepherd Max in case things kick off.
Weapons, cars and drugs. They don't mix too well, to be honest. The dog will make up for that. Just a deterrent, as soon as you see the dog bark, generally, it's enough to warn somebody there. What would they do on the line?
10 minutes later, Mo's at the scene, where he meets the officer who first called the job in.
So he pulled up to the area on the track with the engine going, no one in it, power open. And the Chevy fleet on the front page, the other van, which is on the Chevy, and I was in there. Yeah. Airless people at the back, shoulder, the van. Skid to canvas, the house, and about 20 bags already outside. The people still there now, so inside, eh? Yes, that's why I want to be there. Yeah, I don't have to.
It's a huge house in a well-to-do area. Officers have searched some of the rooms, but there could be more people hiding. They want Mo and Max to have a proper look around. Right by the front door are several bags containing cannabis plants and some menacing weapons.
Anybody in the building? Wait for the door! Come on, no!
The basement's free of people, but full of illegal plants.
45 there, you can professional canvas found down here.
This isn't your everyday home grow. This is cannabis production on an industrial scale.
Very professional canvas farm. That's the way to describe the house or mansion. This is big time.
As the team go through all the floors of the
iPhone
house,
скажу, где я
there's
хожу.
more and more cannabis in every corner.
Yeah, so some of them in the second room of the box, you've got these here.
Home grows aren't unusual, but this one is a veritable marijuana mansion.
You've got 30 inch and 30, 60, 90, well over 100 plants in this room alone. It's probably the same, maybe more of the basement. They're growing here, and then they'll take the buds and just level dry them up, ready to bag up and sell on.
Ding dong.
The floors above, you've got plants in various different stages as well, so these are ready for cultivate.
You've got 20 odd rooms with every single room kitted out. They've got big numbers of value of plants and money and drugs.
With Mo happy the house is clear of people, the job is now to break down this massive cannabis farm.
We want big massive here to take everything. That won't just include the plants, that includes the likes of all the electrical equipment, the fans, the lights, wood burner.
It's a huge and unexpected result. This massive marijuana growing operation was only uncovered because two vigilant officers spotted a suspicious-looking motor at 1 a.m.
We were just driving past and saw your car driving inside them. So, double back and saw some weapons in the vehicle and heard some people in the background, so I called the body and then walked over. I'm used to that, so it's a big one I haven't seen. Slash the first one I've seen.
More importantly, the whole operation has been busted swiftly and safely. There's no knowing what the criminals behind it would have done to protect their illegal plantation.
You've got people saying it's a harmless stuff. The police have arrived on the scene, and this is what we've got on the worktop. Just goes to show what we're up against.
Они химию, хамли там.
Coming up, Jacko deals with an angry mob. The driver dices with death.
He's got nasty one. Seems like a rotten side to work out.
Тут все сидит.
And Spike tells it like it is.
It's straight up, that's me as straight up as this.
Shut up.
О, я в доме буду, мне ключ нужен. Ключ должен быть где-то. О, ё-моё, так я в дом не попаду, мне ключ найти надо. О, ты, блин! Ого! Я в дом попасть смогу без ключа.
safely outside.
О, это жесть. Где он?
Fitted furniture for every room. Book your free home visit with sharks.co.uk.
Play the Cats Protection Weekly Lottery. You'll be jumping with joy.
А тут? О! Ха-ха-ха! Там нет, с этой стороны, да. Не попасть, идиоты.
Just text happy to 88008 play with the mobile or go online. Every time you play, more joy to the lives of abandoned and alone. Text happy to 88008.
О, все разлетел. О, блин, ну все ставить. Ну, короче, не буду. Видишь, не знаю.
Streaming on Vive, sponsored by Simba Tech Duvets.
Я же не знаю, где ключ.
Interceptors face danger on a daily basis, but never more so than when making an arrest in the middle of an angry mob.
So I know we want to run right now. There's a lot of cops who are out there who work single crew all the time. Things can quickly get out of hand, but within a matter of seconds, you
Ключ надо найти.
don't know which way is up. People will be able to
А он лежит.
spit on the face, calling names. That can be quite intimidating. You can't lose focus. You're there dealing with someone, and the moment you let that
Тут лежал. Все, нашел ключ. Все, теперь экран закрывать можно спокойно.
any kind of
Все.
giving you grief, you deal with it.
Нашел, тут он лежал.
It's Sunday night.
Все.
Rather than enjoying a day of rest, Interceptor Paul Jacko Jackson is out on patrol, working single crew in the unmarked X5. As he drives through the town of Shildon, 10 miles north of Darlington, a scooter with 2 people on it catches his eye.
Ты такой дом такой.
His passenger aren't wearing helmets.
Только покрасить его и все.
Stop them, but doesn't put the blues on in case it spooks them into a potentially dangerous pursuit. Instead, he stays in stealth.
А, это детская.
The scooter comes to a stop outside the pub.
Да я ну, как усмотрелась. Того, что классно. Надо делать его.
The rider tries to escape.
Get on the floor.
The lads resisted arrest, and his female pillion passenger isn't exactly helping either. The noise has drawn the crowd, who try to calm them down. But they don't have much.
Сейчас надо его.
And the mood's beginning to change. Jacko's on his own and things are getting Thankfully, other officers soon arrive to help arrest the man and deal with the increasingly hostile crowd. With the man finally in the back of the van, Jacko can go and check out his scooter. But there's a problem.
Where's the scooter gone? Yeah, where's the scooter gone? Scooter? Go on, get him on the way. Alright, I'll sort it out. Mate, give us 2 ticks.
Фотографию там красавец был.
Some of the crowd want to have a rant at
Хоть
Jack.
маленький одноэтажный, ну надо ему делать. 5 миллионов хватит. Ну, хватит с головой. Это хватит с головой.
With Jacko's wise words perhaps having an effect on the drinkers, he finally tries to check out the scooter. But he's still got company.
Бассейн. Что это? Камин. Камин.
I'm just trying to make sure you can get in trouble.
Given he's in the back, police found it might be a bit late for that. It's been a lively evening, and though he's still not sure why the scooter rider kicked off, Jacko has a theory.
Must be me aftershave. Driving more wild.
And finally, Jacko goes to check out the scooter.
Roger, could you run us through registration of it when he was there riding, please?
And things soon become clear.
Roger, could I read something that please off the takeaway just near the pump Church Street Sheldon? If you go get the likes of this off the road, two good rods off the road, you come to this house later, potential fatal accidents. The last thing we want is to have a pursuit of anybody, least of all somebody in a motorbike that's not going to handle. So a couple of bosses from that prevent getting away, don't have as quick as I can. And I need to be full for it, so I just thought better a bit of a roll around than a pursuit. So I've grabbed him off the bike and get him on the ground. And he's kicked off with the straight away, just like that. And then it's kind of like all hell's broken loose. Everybody's been pubs descended upon us, like the same idea, the dead at one stage. But fortunately, the was down simple and it weren't like 24th place, and they were trying to hold one another back after the way.
Jacko's colleagues have radioed through with another explanation for the man's behaviour.
The driver's been locked on suspicion of driving over license, driving on insurance, and the colleagues that transported him away. Stinking drink, which is something I didn't detect at the time, but anybody who looks around me was stinking a drink, so I couldn't differentiate from him. We'll get this recovered if you want to deal with him down south.
The man on the scooter was convicted of drink driving with no licence or insurance, and resisting arrest. He was given a 12-month community order. For breach of a suspended sentence, he was given an electronic tag for 20 weeks, keeping him under evening curfew. He was also fined £170, including costs, and banned from driving for 18 months. Action was taken against his guilt.
Oh,
it's a cold December evening. Interceptor Mark Shepherd is heading out on the night shift. He's on the hunt for any run-ins on the road, but tonight there's a particular emphasis on drink drivers.
There's a bit of money in December driving for Christmas. You've got a lot of office parties, people that wouldn't usually go out, going out and having a drink. I think, I'll take the car when I've one or two, but I've one or two, but still for the moment. I'd rather get them stopped and get them locked up. God forbid there's an accident, I'm going to knock on somebody's door on Christmas and tell them that a loved one's been killed, it's due to having a drink and then getting in the car. It's not nice doing the Christmas times, but you don't try doing it.
Mark, nicknamed Chef, managed a shop before joining the force 14 years ago. And, as he predicted, a call comes through about a suspected drink driver in Wellington, 5 miles north of Bishop Auckland.
а эту.
There's been a fraction of the world another year ago and come back up.
Yes, она меня.
The thing you do is driving into a house, given the time of night, it's now 25 past 11. How his electricity cables down.
А, Ктулху.
Regards to safety of people that pass by. So
They make an assessment of that once we get the electricity board out.
Составь финишем буду.
Mark arrives behind his colleagues after the driver of the crashed van. It's just as well that they are. He's taken a severe hit, as has his van. Given the state of it, he's lucky to be alive.
It is quite a nasty one.
Скоро.
That's quite a big one.
Скоро. Уже сколько прошло, блин.
Obviously no seatbelt as well. They're in your car for a reason. It takes a split second to put them on. It sounds cliche, a bit phony, but I do say, right? Had he had a seatbelt on, there's a good chance that he wouldn't be sitting there now. It's so good.
It's a massive cut. It's about 6 inches across the top of his head, showed all the way to his skull.
So 6 inches across the front of his head, just going right down to his skull. Conscious and breathing, however, he's literally covered in clarity. Sit down, sit down.
Even though the man is conscious and talking, they can head, neck, or internal injuries. So he needs to keep as still as possible.
Sit down. The way to fall down, okay? So if you just keep sitting down here, then that'll be ideal. Alright, so just sit down here for a minute.
О, скреп. Ой-ой-ой. Жесть. Досталось, походу, серьезно.
Scale 1 to 10 being like mega PM. You're on the water, yeah? Right. Yeah, good. Right.
Вау.
Sit up, bitch. You know you are. Do us a favor. Sit up there. I know you are, bitch. We'll get you checked out, yeah?
The bleeding driver isn't the only one in danger. He's crashed into an electricity pole, taking out all the power in the street and creating a major hazard.
Just stay clear of them cables if you don't mind, yeah? In fact, possibly overlay in case the rest of them come. Go on. Cables are down on the road, nothing's running to close the road. And then we'll close it, crossroads in Wellington.
Yes, he's made on the agenda.
We thought it wasn't hit a house, I don't think he had. But the properties there, they all look alright. I think it's just the electricity pole that he's hit. It's on a bit of a lane at the minute, it's brought all the power cables down. So we've got the road closed, we'll wait for electricity board to come and rectify them. And then once the ambulance gets here, we'll get him checked out and off to hospital, he'll go.
The driver's deemed healthy enough to blow into Mark's breathalyzer. He's one of more than 4,000 people breath tested by Durham and Cleveland police during December.
Keep going, that's it. Well done.
Don't help.